What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? What's up? What's up? Y'all know it's been a minute. I know it's been a minute. Don't be upset with me. Don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my mind. I think I said that right. So I just wanted to hop on here real quick, and I really was just gonna wait and just go ahead and do the video tomorrow. That sounds better. But I had a post that I saw, and I actually heard it on the news the other day, and my heart is just so troubled by this particular situation. I just gotta speak on it because that's what I do. I speak on situations like that, right? Because I know all about it. So let me just be very clear. Before I even start this video, this is not to bash anybody. This is not to bring any hurt, harm, or ill will towards anybody. Let me just keep it real, okay? But this is to bring awareness of how things can get out of hand, right? First and foremost, rest in peace, Kiana Wilson. Rest in peace to Kiana Wilson. Now, there's a story that has taken place here in Nashville. I'm born and raised in Nashville. And we have our situations. You hear about situations like this happening everywhere in the world. But when it hit home, it hit different. When it hit home, it hit different, right? Because I'm all against domestic violence. I'm all against cheating on your wife, cheating on your husband, right? So, to bring light of the situation, I'm going to let y'all see a few videos. If you don't know what happened, I'm going to bring you up to date with what's going on. Check this out.
Figured her husband would be right there with her, so she drove to his girlfriend's house to confront them both. When she saw her husband's car parked outside the back of Keosha Greer's home, she used her spare key to move the car around to the front of the house. And then she knocked on the door and waited. Kiana may have thought that this was going to be a regular fight, but she had no idea that her husband's girlfriend had already been charged with attempted first-degree murder back in 2003. Her husband's girlfriend answered through the surveillance speaker, telling Kiana to leave, but she refused. The two women began to argue through the speaker, with the wife telling the girlfriend to send her husband out and the girlfriend telling her he's not here. But Kiana wasn't going for that because she saw his car parked outside, so she knew he was there. Kiana decided to try to force her way inside the girlfriend's house, and as soon as she did that, the girlfriend pulled out a weapon and shot through the door. The bullet missed Kiana, but she still wasn't afraid. She broke the door down to the girlfriend's house, ran inside, and started fighting her. But Kiana must have forgotten that the girlfriend was armed, and she pulled out her weapon again, aimed it at Kiana, and shot her right in the stomach. Despite being critically wounded, Kiana managed to get in the car and drive herself to the nearest police station, asking them for help. The police did drive her to the hospital, but she later died from her injuries. Police say no charges have been filed against the girlfriend, Keosha Greer, and people say that they won't be because she shot Kiana in self-defense. What do you think of this story? Did Keosha have every right to shoot and kill her boyfriend's wife?
That happens in your city. This story is coming out of Madison, Tennessee. Here on my screen, you see Kiana Wilson. She's 42 years old. Yesterday, Kiana went to the home of her husband's mistress. News articles are saying girlfriends, but we're going to call her mistress since they're still married. A shot was fired through the storm door because Kiana was trying to get into the home. The bullet did hit her, but also during an altercation, it's being said that she was shot again. Unfortunately, Kiana did succumb to her wounds. It is being said that she drove to the Madison precinct, which is the police department, and they rushed her to Skyline Medical. If your husband is let someone home, you let him stay there. Wants them, let him have them, and if they want him, let him have them. Let them have them. You don't go to nobody's home. The repercussions of her going to that lady's home is she's no longer with us. 2, 3, and I'm sure it's so much more. For the life of me, before I even try to do anything to you, I need to know what you about. Baby, 1 charge, 2 charges, 3 charges. Attempted murder, a lesser charge. Stalking. You know what? I wouldn't have came to your damn house no way. Because I would have been too scared of someone with all of these criminal charges. So y'all husbands, boyfriends going out cheating on y'all, and y'all are not doing like any type of background check. Like in the fact that y'all really out here get mad at women. Y'all get mad at women over a piece of nothing. Now he probably sitting back somewhere crying. Baby, boy, fuck you. Wipe them tears. Because at the end of the day, a man knows exactly what a woman gonna do behind him. A man knows when a woman gonna tear the city up. A man know when a woman gonna look for him all night until she find him. A man knows when a woman will come to his homeboy's house, embarrass him, and try to drag him up out of there and make him come home. So the fact that you even played with her like this, and now she done lost her life behind some senseless bullshit. She made a choice at the end of the day. But baby, these men out here cheating on y'all, they ain't worth it. These just happened with the dude in Alabama. He done ran up in his house, apartment, and found his girlfriend cheating on him. Now he done unalived the coach. Going right in jail. That ain't self-defense. You don't go to nobody's house, man. Y'all can't even, no matter how y'all want to twist and turn this, and yes, this is someone's loved one. This is somebody's family member. At the end of the day, we got to hold our people accountable. And accountability means she should have never, ever went looking for that damn dog husband of hers. And she definitely should have never went to nobody's house. And that's just the end of it. Like, families have to grieve behind cheating. Baby, it's too many more fish in the sea. I did this in my 20s. Baby, I'm not arguing with you. But when you know you got a felony, you cannot have a weapon. So I'm going to let y'all look at these charges. Y'all see that? Weapon, felony, and possession of a handgun. So no, they did not arrest her for protecting herself. They did not arrest her because the woman is unalive. But they did arrest her because she's in the possession of a weapon. And when you're a felon, you can't have a weapon. Right, wrong, indifferent. I know the family got some type of accountability is accountability. Accountability for the woman that lost her life. Now we got to have accountability for the person that took her life. She had a weapon. She is a felon. We know. And don't say, well, everybody do it. And everybody will eventually get caught. This story got so many twists and turns. It is so much going on in the story. So many more women involved. Everybody that was messing with dude didn't stand a chance of having loyalty from him. Let's just say that. Everybody was walking around here thinking that he loved all of them. He didn't love none of them. Listen.
Okay, I'm back. And before we move any further, if you don't know who I am Coach Marquisa, a.k.a. Coach Martez. And what I do, I basically speak about knowing your worth, how you are able to move past a severe breakup, a severe divorce, right? How you're able to move forward. If a person is showing you they don't want to be with you, they with somebody else, let them go. Focus on you. You the prize. You are the prize all day long. Work on yourself. Get your value up. Increase the value that's in you. Increase your worth. And go out and get better. It's other fish in the sea. But I want to go back to this story real quick. Now, the young lady was married. Her husband was cheating. She went to the mistress house. Now, the mistress already had a record. Now, I'm just going to keep it real. Record or not, I fear nothing and nobody, right? But here's what my girl went wrong at. Kiana Wilson. And I promise, I done seen her somewhere. I can't pinpoint it. I done did a lot of stuff in the city. You know, first and foremost, I've been a hairstylist for over 20 years. So that probably could have been. But she looked so familiar to me. But anyway, first and foremost, rest in peace, Queen Kiana Wilson. You don't ever go to nobody else's house. If your husband is at another female house, leave them. Leave them there. Leave them there. This is for the ones that's going through similar situations like this and you really don't know what to do. And you may be scared to leave or don't want to leave. Muster up enough strength and leave. Do not let anyone take you down a crazy rabbit hole because they wanted to step out on their marriage. That's on them. That's not on you. And somebody may be saying, oh, it's better, it's easy said than done. No, it's not, because I did it. I've been married twice. And the first one he did, that right there should have never happened. That was something on me. But the second one, yeah, the first whiff of infidelity that I got, my Quissa was gone. I ain't got time for that. Now I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I did try to work it out, but once I saw how far gone he was, it's a wrap. It's time to move on to the next. I'm finna work on my Quissa. I'm finna work on my Quissa. And that's what it was. Sometimes you gotta leave people where they at because it's not worth your life. Now, granted, it was a lot of disrespectful things that happened within that time frame. They could have ended up in a situation similar to that. Because the girl was very disrespectful to me. And I had to let her know. One more time. And you out of here. But by that time, my mind was gone. And I can understand how the wife, how Miss Wilson could have felt. Because she want her husband back. But at the same time, if that husband is not demonstrating that he really want to be with you, that he chasing after her, then let that be. You better than that. I know it hurt. I know it hurt. But it's better days coming, I'm telling you. And I wish, and I'm mad at myself because I should have been out there advocating more. Because it's other Kiana Wilsons out there in my city, around the world, that still want their husbands to come back and still willing to bend over backwards while they walking all over you. Stop it. Stop it. Once you see that person is done stepped out the marriage, in the Bible, it says that you have liable cause to walk away. Start your life over. It ain't never too late to start your life over. Ever. But as long as you stay in that situation, you keeping yourself locked in a prison. You keeping yourself locked in a prison for no reason. And that's going to cause a lot of mental strain. That's going to cause you to snap. How I know? I was there. I was there. Don't nobody talk to me at that time. I didn't want nobody to talk to me. I didn't want to talk to nobody but two people. That was my mother and my father. I didn't want to talk to nobody. Anytime somebody said something out the way, I was ready to jump down their throat. It takes you through a post-traumatic situation. And you're not operating in your right mind. I just wish she had because I don't know who she talked to. And who's to say people wasn't telling her not to do that. But I just wish that she would have thought about that. Don't go to nobody's house. If your husband no longer wants to be in a relationship, Yeah, it's time to go. File for divorce. Cut it down the middle. And that's what I did. I cut it straight down the middle. I didn't care nothing about that. The friendship we had, the past we had, the memories, all that went out the window. I didn't give a damn about none of that because now you messing with my mental. Now now you done broke my heart because now you made these vows and now you think you gonna bring somebody else in and treat me like I'm on the back seat. And that's exactly seemed like what happened to her. It was total disrespect. It was total disrespect. It used to be, we can do that, right? Go after your husband, talk to him, or go after your wife and talk to him. It's a different generation now. People don't look at that the same way. People, soon somebody see somebody else looking good or something else that they want to try, involve themselves in, they gone. And to be honest with them, the way I used to think, nah, you can't do that. That ain't part of the Bible. That ain't nowadays. Do you? I let people do what they gonna do. But just understand when you do that, there's consequences. There's consequences when you do that. Now you gotta live with the rest of your life knowing that your mistress done killed your wife. Your wife didn't make a vow to your mistress. But you gotta look at this lady's family. If y'all had kids, you crazy, man. Why would you do that? If you wanna cheat, if you no longer wanna be in your relationship, leave the relationship. Leave it. It's just that simple. Why would you want to put yourself in a situation what could possibly end your life? I can start over and get 4 or 5 husbands. My heart is broken. My heart is saddened. You know, it didn't matter to me how many felonies the girl got. You know, it is what it is. You know, when you fear nothing, you fear nothing. Don't none of that matter. I don't care. I don't have to do no research on another female to see who they are or what about. I don't care nothing about that. The reality is if I found out my husband was cheating with this female and he will not disconnect from her, it's a wrap. Go do you. Because it won't last no way. It won't last no way. Because the same way you got them is the same way you're going to lose them. That's a known fact. Look at Alicia Keys. Hell, I don't witness that in my own situation. The same way you get them is the same way you're going to lose them. So, what are we arguing for? You got one life to live. Go be the best you. And I'm telling you, at that point, I couldn't see it. But now, ever. I don't care if you with the same sex, opposite sex, whatever it may be. Whatever you like, I love. But just know that it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Okay? And I'm gonna end with that. I'm sending my prayers. I'm saying if you walk away, right? If you walk away and you know your worth. You know your worth. This generation, this world is not the same world I was born into. This is a different world now. And so a lot of times you have to move with the energy. You got real life demons out here walking. And they're masked in human form. Let me just keep it real. Some people know what I'm talking about. Some people may think I'm crazy. It's cool. It is what it is. Once you see, you know. And once you know, you know. I just happen to be one of them people that I know. And I can see it a mile away. It's so crazy because the closer you get to God, God gives you different gifts. I can see demons coming. Not afraid. I just know how to move with them. Right? I just know how to move with them. Right? I don't dance with the devil. So when people come to me and I know how your character is, I know you got a real nasty mouth. And when I say nasty mouth, you have no filter. Like, you can, anything come out of your mouth, you don't even think about what you saying is hurtful to somebody. What you have said, what you have done was hurtful to somebody. You need to work on it. Now, granted, ain't none of us perfect. But what I say, especially in my 40s, because to my understanding, the Wilsons that was in their 40s, that's something you do in your 20s, not in your 40s. Something you do in your 20s, not in your 40s. Granted, some people never grow up. I get that. But the lesson that I have learned, even if I got remarried today, and I seen the same situation come right back around, I know too much now. I know how to move around. It's a simple disconnect. Thank you for the lesson. I'm out. When you're faced with a situation like that, if you're dealing with a volatile person, you're gonna need some help to leave, because that person is gonna be so mad. It's gonna be a situation where if I can't have you, can't nobody else have you. Then it becomes a domestic violence situation. But if that person really don't care, figure out an exit plan. Figure out an exit plan anyway. Right? Because at the end of the day, sometimes when I was going through my situation, trust who? Trust who? After what I just witnessed? Yeah. Don't ever let nobody hurt your heart, take you down a rabbit hole, take you through unnecessary heartache, heartbreak for no reason. When all they had to do was open up their mouth and be honest and say, "Hey, I'm not ready to be married. Hey, I just want to get out here and play, and I'm sorry for wasting your time. How can I make this right?" Don't. If you see somebody moving like that, get out of the relationship, because they playing with your time and they playing in your face, and that's gonna cause you to lose. Either lose your life, lose time, lose your mind, lose your assets, what you got going on, your house. Hey, I'm telling y'all, it happens. It happens. So, if y'all didn't hear nothing else I said, and if you know somebody who is going through a similar situation like this, or if you are that person, focus on you and know your worth. Know you deserve better. It's other fish in the sea. It's other fish in the sea. It's somebody out there that will treat you like you deserve to be treated. But they're not going to come along if you still messing with this zero. And you know this person is zero. AIDS is real. I wish I would. When I would have found out. I'm going to stay with you and know you got a girlfriend? Nigga, you crazy. Something happened to both of y'all. But that's why I say leave the relationship. Because if you stay in it and you know that person got a whole nother significant, you know that person got a boyfriend or girlfriend and you married to them, that's going to put you in snap mode. Because some days you don't know if you coming, you don't know if you're going. I know. I remember some days it was months. I think I went months, almost years. I didn't sleep. My own daddy was like, "Man, I feel like I'm going to lose you of a broken heart." I wasn't eating, couldn't think. I couldn't keep a job down. I couldn't keep food down. Because I was such a good person, I couldn't believe that somebody would just sneak me like that. Like, let me know what's up. Because I'm going to let you know what's up. But when you do that behind somebody's back like that and you continue to play in their face, what do you expect? At some point, they will snap. It's only so much a person can take. But what I'm saying to the people out there that you know that that's being done to you, and you know that person playing in your face, and you think they're going to turn around, they not. They don't care. They don't care. You know, sometimes you got to let people be. Like I said before, it's real demons walking around here. It really is. And they ain't hiding no more. They not hiding no more. They in your face. They playing in your face. They smiling in your face. And they are in human form. How you know you dealing with a demon? A demon is an airhead. What does that mean? They have nothing to offer. Nothing to offer. They gonna use you. And as soon as they find something else better, they gone. For the young guys out here that they think it's cute, you killing people, you walking around, you robbing people, you got these AR-15s, and you think it's cute. You live by the gun, you gonna die by the gun. Ain't nothing cute about that. Ain't nothing cute about that. Because what's gonna happen is you gonna run into the right one, and they gonna lay you down. Then now your family getting ready for your funeral. Because you played too much in somebody else's face. And everybody is not going to play that game with you. I just feel like I needed to say that. I don't know why I went that way. But I just feel like I needed to say that. And I hope that I can reach somebody. You want to be in the game? You be in the game, but you ain't got to do all this extra shooting. You robbing people. You killing people for no reason. These people got to go home to their family. These people working hard for their stuff. Go get you a job, start your own business. Stop taking from people. You're not making sense. And for my young queens out there, and even my mature queens, this my age. Everything ain't meant for social media. Everything is not meant for social media. Everything is not meant for social media. What is your purpose? What is you pouring back to your community? Besides materialistic things. Materialistic things can fade away. It holds no value after a while. Okay, you got a Birkin bag. Okay, when you die, can you take it with you? Come on, y'all. Every time I'm talking about it, I trip over some people because it's like some people just really don't know. And I hate to say this, but some people be real airheads. They really do. I hate to say this, but what are you bringing? What purpose are you bringing? How is you helping your people? How is you helping your people, man? Everything ain't always about your hair and what you got on and how you look in your clothes. I'm so sick of seeing that and the BBLs and this, and I'm going on this trip, and everything is not all about that. What are you doing to help your community? These people are really hurting out here. Okay, you making $1 million a year. Can you help somebody else make $1 million a year? Can you help somebody else make $1 million a year? Can you start your own course? Can you start your own group to help other people, to bring them on? Or you going to keep on flashing in people's face, boasting in people's face? It's got to be more than just an empty, just empty. It's got to be more than that. Pay attention to your circle. Pay attention to who is really your friend, who really in your corner. Because just because they family, don't mean they're always there. Don't mean they're always real. private haters are everywhere. And they will show themselves approved by the way they move. Now, granted, some people you can't do nothing but pray for them, cause they got a block up. You can't get that close to them, and that's cool. Sometimes you gotta treat people and give people what they give you. If they shut you out, make you feel excluded, stop calling you. You move and do what you need to do, then do the same. Got our way over there. We're going to bring it back home. Know your worth. Know your worth in a relationship. Love don't hurt. It's not supposed to hurt. If a person is abusing you physically, if a person is abusing you verbally, physically, sexually, mentally, financially, leave the relationship. Leave the relationship. If I didn't learn nothing else in this lifetime, I learned my place, my time, and when it was time for me to go. And when it was time for me to go, Marquisa did not hesitate. I'm out. I'm out. I don't waste time. I'm not finna be in nobody peripheral. I'm not finna be in anybody's company, in an environment that I'm not welcome or that I'm not wanted. I learned that very, very early in life. I just won't do it. I don't care how many times you ask me to come by. If I don't feel like I'm welcome, or I feel like it's some craziness in the air, I'm not coming. If I feel like you real shady, or you got some weird energy, you real messy, you don't move like a real boss or a real woman, I don't mess with you. I don't mess with you. I'm sorry. I can't handle that. Because I want to keep peace. And if you didn't show me respect, you didn't show me the same type of love I showed you, then I gotta let you go. And I won't think nothing else about you. Alright, y'all. That's it. That's all I got. Rest in peace to Kiana Wilson. Rest in peace, darling. I wish that this could have went another way. I wish. And for the women out there, or the men, if you know that person is married, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not a good look for you. I don't care how good they are in bed. I don't care how much they're paying you. Because I'm going to give you a tip. And you can choose not to believe me if you want to. God sits high and he looks low. And one day you'll be married. And one day you'll experience the same, if not worse. Or one day you'll have some plagues put on you for what you did to somebody else's husband. That's not to be played with. It's not to be played with. Find you somebody else to go play with. It's too many fish out here in the sea. Why you want to mess with married men? Even if the married men come to you, don't bring a curse on your own life dealing with somebody else's man. I know what I'm talking about, y'all. I know what I'm talking about. I done had some people try to, in my single time, we was around each other. They were single, I was single. They went off, they got married. And in your marriage, you want to come back and, no, I don't play them games. Please don't call my phone no more. Better yet, you blocked. There's nothing else for us to talk about. I'm out, y'all. Until the next time.